Hey guys, Dr. Jim Stoppani here. I just want to give you a quick tip on barbell rows for building a back width and thickness. Barbell row is one of the best overall mass builders for the lats. Now, what's important is that you provide overload on the lats, but you also maximize the number of muscle fibers that are being recruited in the lats when you do the row. So those are sort of almost two opposing ends of the training scheme, if you will. Being able to maximize muscle fibers typically means that you are using very strict form to really make sure all the focus goes on the target muscle fiber, in this case being the lats. Maximizing overload often involves using a bit of cheating in it, or momentum, not really cheating because you're using that momentum to allow you to lift more weights, and also the use of other assistance muscle groups. So with the barbell row, one of the ways I do my rows, mainly because I have a lower back issue. For those of you who aren't familiar, I have a compression fracture racing motocross as a teenager in my lumbar spine, so it's always been a problem because one of the spine is the vertebrae is actually shaped what they call a hemivertebrae. So it's been chunked off, and so my back leans on top of that spine, on top of that actual vertebra, and causes a ton of problems for me. So regular barbell rows can be an issue because of the structure of my back. So what I've done is I'll use what I call a power row, where you're actually going to start with the bar on the floor and then bring it up and back down to the floor. So you're actually going to do it in that manner. So allowing the bar to go down to the floor and then coming up, you're using your legs a bit. It relieves the stress on my lower back, but also because I'm using a little bit of explosive power for my legs, it's allowing me to explode more weight up on the row, and that's going to maximize the overload. However, you also want to make sure you're doing rows where you're really using strict form and focusing on the muscle contraction and recruiting more of the lat muscle fibers. So for that, using a supported row where you're just taking the incline bench, putting it to somewhere around waist height, just below waist height, whatever's comfortable for your biomechanics. You're going to support your chest on the bench and do your rows that way. Very strict. Can't use any legs, can't use any lower back to get the bar going, all coming from the lats. Obviously the arms are involved, but you really should be focusing on pulling with those lats. Watch my video on the grip that I recommend using on any back move, which is an open grip, more like a hook on the bar. Helps you to focus less on pulling with the arms and focusing more on pulling from the lats. So with the supported row, you're just going to get in the position on the bench, support your chest, still maintain that arch in your lower back, and then bring it up, nice controlled pace. Focus on using those lats and really contracting it in the top position. So now, how do you use both of those? That's going to be the next question that people are going to ask. And there's a number of ways. There's an infinite number of ways you can use both these movements. You can do them in the same workout. You can start with 2 to 3 sets of the power rows, like I showed you, then finish with 2 to 3 sets of the supported rows. You could do your rows, some workouts, as the power rows, and then the other workout, next workout, do it as the supported row. There's really an infinite number of ways, but make sure that you frequently mix them up and use them both to best maximize your overall lat development, as well as strength, which is going to help to further improve your muscle development in the back. So hope you enjoyed that tip. Look for more great tips like this. I have a lot of exclusive videos on the website, jimstoppani.com.